Hello students. So today we are going to start with salivary glands and we are on the chapter of digestion and absorption. This is a small topic but many questions are and can be framed from this portion of digestion and absorption. So without wasting time, let's start salivary glands, and there are three salivary glands. The first one is parotid gland and submandibular gland and the sublingual gland, right? And all these three glands have ducts coming out of them which pour their secretion into the oral cavity. So this parotid gland, we can see that this is the duct that's coming out, and it is known as parotid duct. Then we can see this submandibular duct and this sublingual duct. Okay, so these are pouring their secretions into the oral cavity. So now let us just study about them a little. So what did we see? We saw that there are three types of salivary glands, right? So what are these three? Sublingual, submandibular, and parotid, right? So parotid gland is the largest gland, the largest salivary gland, and in submandibular you have to remember that 70% of saliva is secreted by submandibular. So, and each salivary gland has a duct which drains into oral cavity. So we will see about all these ducts to oral cavity, right? And now we'll do something very interesting. First, let us see what is the functional unit of salivary gland, right? What is the functional unit of salivary gland before going to the ducts? So the functional unit of salivary gland is known as saliva. See the spelling? And let me just draw it so that you can easily and better understand it. Suppose this is the duct, right? And these are the cells. So we are drawing what? We are drawing the functional unit of salivary glands, right? So these are the cells, and what are these cells called? These cells are known as acinar cells. These cells are what? These cells are known as acinar cells, and so let us write, these are what? These are acinar cells, and surrounding acinar cells there is this myothelium. Okay, and what is this myothelium doing? This myothelium helps in, can contract and pushes the saliva into the duct. What is this myothelium doing? It can contract and pushes the saliva into the duct. Okay, so these are what? Acinar cells, and these are myothelium, and this is what I have drawn. I have drawn the functional unit of salivary glands. Okay, so what is this myothelium doing? This myothelium can contract and push the saliva in the duct, right? And this is the duct that we are talking about. And this acinar cell is secreting an isotonic solution. The secretion is isotonic in nature, and so when the secretion is passing through the duct, what happens that sodium chloride can get absorbed, but water is not getting absorbed. So this secretion that's coming out, the saliva, it's hypotonic in nature. It's a hypotonic secretion. I told you this because in some books I saw that the secretion changes from isotonic to hypotonic. So I thought I should give you a reason why is it happening. Okay, so now you understand why it is happening. Why it is happening? Because the ducts will reabsorb NaCl but not water, making the saliva hypotonic. Okay, easy to understand, and you have a reason. So you know now these are acinar cells in myotelium also. So this is just a very brief thing that I have told you because you don't have to go much into the detail of this functional unit. Now let us see the functions of, what are the functions of saliva? What are the functions of saliva, right? So the first function that we can say is lubrication. Okay. The second is protection, and protection against what? Against various bacteria and all that enter. So for this protection, what does this saliva have that it is protecting? It has lysozymes. And what are these lysozymes? These lysozymes attack the bacterial cell wall. They attack the bacterial cell wall, and that's why they are antibacterial in nature. Then there is what? Then there is lactoferrin. What is this lactoferrin doing? Lactoferrin is also antibacterial. It also has antibacterial feature, right? And how does it do? It is able to bind iron, ferrin, which is one of its important antibacterial feature. Okay, so basically what it's doing, it's just reducing reducing bacterial growth. So you can remember that it has lysozymes and it has lactoferrin, which binds with the iron and thereby reduces the bacterial growth. And it has what else does it has? It has for protection, it has immunoglobulins, right? It has immunoglobulins like IgA, and this is helpful in stimulating the immune response. Okay, and what else? What else is the function? One more function is what? It is digestion. And what is digestion? How saliva is helping in digestion? Because it has amylase and lingual lipase. So lingual lipase is helping in the digestion of fats, and amylase is helping in the digestion of starch or carbohydrates, right? So these are the functions of a salivary gland. So now one question is, what stimulates saliva? What stimulates saliva? So saliva is stimulated by thought. Whenever we think of some good food, sight, smell, or taste. And what decreases formation of saliva? Sleep, dehydration. Whenever we have dehydrated, our mouth gets dry. So that's reduction in saliva. When you're very tired, fatigue, and fear. Okay, so now let us again just see about the various glands in detail. I said that we'll be studying the glands and the ducts associated and what are their secretion. So let us start with parotid gland. So there are a few points to remember. First, it is the largest salivary gland. Okay. And then there is this parotid duct that we saw, that's draining the secretion into the oral cavity. So this parotid duct is also known as Stenson's duct. Now you have to remember this name. Stenson's duct is associated with, so very easy question, but you get marks. Stenson's duct is associated with parotid gland because there are 3 different ducts that we are going to study. And it is, where is it present? It is present just below your ear on both the sides. And where is it opening the secretion? It opens at upper premolar, because these ducts have openings also. And where is it opening? So basically you can write the duct opens at upper premolar. And there are many cells in parotid gland, right? There will be many kinds of cells, but the maximum number of cells which are present are the serous cells. And what are these serous cells secreting? Their secretion is watery. And their secretions are what? It is watery, and they're also secreting enzymes, right? And they have some mucus cells also. But serous cells are in maximum number. So you have to remember these few points for the parotid gland. You can write in your notebook, in which whatever notebook you are taking notes. Now the second we come is submaxillary or submandibular, right? And for that, so where is it present? Submaxillary or submandibular, there are 2 names. It is present at the jaw angle, right? It is present at the jaw angle. We saw the diagram also. And the duct, the name of the duct that's carrying the secretion to the oral cavity is known as Wharton's duct. And where the duct is opening? The duct is opening at the lower incisor. So I'm basically giving you points which are very important from the point of view of exams. Now I'm giving you points that are very important from the point from exam point of view. And initially we understood what are we studying, what are the basic functional units. So it also has serous and mucus cells, and serous cells are comparatively higher in number, right? Comparatively higher in number. Now let us do the third gland, that's the sublingual gland, right? Sublingual gland. And sublingual gland is where it's as the name is suggesting, sublingual. So it is present below tongue. And the name of the duct is Bartholin's duct. Bartholin's duct or duct of Rivinus, right? And parotid was the largest, and it is the smallest salivary gland. And where is it? The duct is opening. The duct is opening where? It is opening below tongue, right? So these are the few points that you need to remember. Now, one thing more, what is the pH of saliva? It is around 6.8. And how much is secreted? How much is secreted? 1 to 3 liters per day. Okay, so these are the few points that you need to remember. Let us see them once again. Parotid gland, it is the largest salivary gland. That duct is known as Stenson's duct. It is present just below the ear. The duct opens at upper premolar. Serous cells have this watery secretions, and some maxillary or mandibular salivary glands, they are present at the jaw angle, and the duct is called Wharton's duct, and the duct opening is at the lower incisor, and it also has serous and mucus cells. Now the sublingual. Sublingual, as the name suggests, it is below tongue. The duct is Bartholin's duct or duct of Rivinus, and it is the smallest salivary gland, and the duct opens at where? It opens below the tongue, right? So one thing more I'll add over here, that in mumps, what are mumps? Just a small little point. Mumps are the infection of parotid salivary gland. Okay, so a question can be asked, so I just thought I'll tell you that it is the infection of parotid salivary gland, right? So with the digestive glands we have done, we are done with it. Not the digestive gland, the salivary glands we are done. So these are the parotid, submaxillary or submandibular, and sublingual. Okay, and let us once again see the diagram. And this is the parotid gland, right? This is the parotid duct, the parotid gland, and these are this muscle that's anterior to the parotid gland is the masseter muscles, just in case you want to know what is that. And submandibular gland, this is the submandibular duct, and sublingual gland or sublingual duct, we have done the names also. So this parotid duct we said is what? It is the Stenson's duct, just for revision. And this is what? Submaxillary, submandibular duct. This is what? This is Wharton's duct, right? And this duct, sublingual duct, is what? It is duct of Rivinus, or what? Remember one more name, Bartholin's duct. So this is a very small topic, but many names to remember, many things to remember. So next we will be doing we have already done gastric glands, we'll be doing intestinal glands and pancreas, liver and gallbladder. So guys, stay home, stay safe, and we'll be continuing a lecture. Okay, bye.